Do it again.
Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna do a Gideon crab wall activate.
Alright, so Vineyard on the right, Ilxuss on the left. Both fighters are respecting their opponents so far, not getting right into range. As I say that, Ilxuss goes in and gets cut. Vineyard actually taking the first flag. Slash by Ilxuss, really precise. Gives him a point. And there's another slash by Ilxuss. Ilxuss finding really good timing. The trouble here is both of them have kind of crappy guards sometimes, so it's really a matter of good distancing here, more than anything. Very dangerous matchup. And as I say that, Vineyard goes right for a cut, but gets hit by Ilxuss on the way out, forcing a double. Ilxuss trying to get a positional advantage, then he gets a horizontal slash, follows that up with an upward slash. No, I have no idea when the new characters will be out. I think the Axe character will be out, like, maybe sometime this month if we're lucky. And then there's another kill by Vineyard there. But yeah, exactly, nobody knows when he'll be out. We just know it's going to be an Axe character. He's going to have a two-handed Shepherd's Axe. And then there's a good slash by Ilxuss, a good lunge. Ilxuss is very much dominating this fight so far. Vineyard was very brave using the same character against the Master of Gideon. They both trade there. Vineyard's just going for cuts, disregarding defense, and then gets hit again. Yeah, it is amazing. I'm really excited for it. Ilxuss throwing some cuts out of range. I think he's just switching up his footwork, though. I don't think he's doing that with any intent of hitting his opponent. Yeah, nicely done. Ilxuss knows his distance and timing well. Here's the point. We might see Vineyard switch back to Laszlo. We know Laszlo is his main, but we'll see. We all know Ilxuss will use Gideon because that's his main. One and only.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch up because I'm just outranged. I'm just outranged and out precise. I need to switch up.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice. Still a high-risk matchup, but he's more familiar with Laszlo. And I think Laszlo has some more tools. He's double stabbed there by Vineyard, but they both hit the arm. Ilxuss is a bit tired though, however, he uses what's left of his stamina to get a good cut to the head. Vineyard just going for multiple attacks there, and then Ilxuss forces a double. Ilxuss probably didn't want to double there, he probably wanted to punish that, but his timing was off there, so... Oh, Vineyard, I don't think he meant that push there, but that was a good retreating slash nonetheless. Good recovery. Ilxuss throwing a series of cuts, and then, again, another double. I think it got pinged on Discord, but I'll check that out after this round. Don't want to interrupt the flow of this. Oh my goodness, Vineyard throwing a bunch of cuts up close, and Ilxuss can't really respond to it. It was a good attempt though, sidestepping. Ilxuss going for a stab and a slash. I think he was a bit too far away though, and then Vinard was able to counter. Downward cut there by Ilxuss, but that unfortunately exposed his head. Oh, I don't think Ilxuss meant to cancel his feint there. That was unfortunate. Who's the champion? That should be G-Man. Oh, that was an unfortunate whiff for Ilxuss there. I thought he had a clean hit there, but it didn't register. Vinard going for a cut, and then another cut. Ilxuss mistiming the punish there. Yeah, I believe he does have one. I don't know if it's properly listed as a feint, but it's something to that effect. Ilxuss is very tired after those hits. I haven't studied Blasbo's moves yet. So. Yeah, he can definitely feint, it's just, I don't know if he has any listed ones or not. Hey, we're seeing Isabella. That's by Vinard. Yeah, okay, no listed things. That's kind of what I suspected. Double. Yeah, nothing that makes that stupid farting sound, basically. But functionally speaking, he does have attacks that are feintable. And that was well done by Ilxuss, following up his combination. Vinard with the Isabella here, he definitely wants an easy win. That seems to be what he's going for, but he doesn't have a lot of experience with Isabella, so he'll probably find it's not as easy as he was hoping. However, he does get a kill there. Just with brute force. Ilxuss mistiming his punish. Ilxuss with a stab there, I'm surprised it didn't draw blood. But it didn't have a lot of power, so I don't think it was going to kill anyway. Distancing was just wrong, and then Vinard gets a cut to the arm. Yeah, Vinard is just attacking, and then I think Ilxuss is trying to punish that, but he doesn't anticipate the third cut. Vinard not even bothering with defense here, he's just focusing on crashing through. Yeah, we're seeing that again, just cut after cut after cut. And Ilxuss really wants to counter-strike right away, but I think he has to be more patient. Oh, unfortunately there, Vinard just crashes through. Yeah, again, Vinard throwing multiple cuts. That one doesn't kill, though. Ilxuss just tanking that and stabbing the face. Multiple slashes by Vinard, all out of range. Doesn't do a whole lot for him except making Ilxuss back away. And then he charges in, but it doesn't work. Ilxuss is closing the gap slowly but surely. I think he's figuring it out. Isabella can be very intimidating to fight. I think Ilxuss was talking about that earlier. We might have been seeing that play out. That was a really good parry, actually. Manages to force a double afterward. Flexional parry by Ilxuss. And Vinard is going with high guard. His goal here is to just crash right through and hit the head. And that was just way out of range. Ilxuss trying to punish it, but he was also out of range. I think Ilxuss is playing a little bit less precisely now that we're seeing Isabella here. Might be some psychological stuff going on with that. Okay, that was good. Can he follow it up? Okay, he did, but unfortunately not quickly enough, and it was a double. I think Ilxuss needs to dictate the pace a little bit and be a bit more patient when Vineyard whiffs. I think that's going to be his key to winning here. Oh goodness, Ilxuss cutting out of range. That is a dangerous game against Isabella's high guarded, and he actually manages to force a double. Some banter against Isabella mains in the chat. That is standard. Then Ilxuss with very good defense there. He was a bit more patient there. And then he counters. And then Vineyard with high guard. Ilxuss, oh, he should have punished that. He did not punish that in time. And unfortunately, Vineyard's onslaught has caused some damage. It's made him a bit tired. Ilxuss has to be careful. He likes dancing a lot, but that can mess up his stamina now that he's been hit. High guard. And then Vineyard gets it.
GG. One more for me.
Alright, go ahead. And what's... Okay, Vineyard is going with Laszlo now. Switching up his style, interesting. Yeah, I think Vineyard's style with Isabella is very simplistic. With Laszlo, he has more, precision. Clash of swords there, and actually Ilxuss gets it. They both trade, but Ilxuss got the more powerful swing in there. Yeah, Vineyard's just throwing swing after swing here, disregarding defense completely, and then Ilxuss punishes that well. I think that's the weakness of Ilxuss' style. He often likes to counter-strike immediately after the first attack, but sometimes that's unintentionally suicidal in its own right. But that was well done there, pushing a bit of advantage despite being hit. Ilxuss might make a comeback and make it 2-2. He definitely has it in him. And that was, I think, mistimed there. He tried to go for the sidestep, but he got hit in the arm. He did land it, but it just wasn't enough on its own. Another sidestep attempt, but it just gets hit. Vineyard going with a swing out of range, a stab out of range. Nice punish by Ilxuss. And Ilxuss tried stabbing, that was really precise, but Vineyard actually managed to block it twice, in fact. But Ilxuss just keeps up the onslaught and gets another kill. Good morale boost for Ilxuss, because Ilxuss is not out of the game yet. If he wins another one after this, he can win. He gets a grapple. That was well done. Exploiting Vineyard's passive playstyle. I think Vineyard is trying to be more patient now that he's losing this round. And that was a really good attempt by Ilxuss, but he wasn't in range. Vineyard just going for a cut and then a punch, and he keeps going for cuts, and it works. Now Ilxuss is doing a similar strategy, a bunch of cuts, some of them out of range. Keeping Vineyard at bay though. Oh, that was really precise by Ilxuss though. I think he anticipated that Vineyard was going to throw a cut out of range and then he punished it.
GG.
Alright, 2-2, I believe. So Ilxuss needs one, Vidder needs one. This is really intense, just like my fight with Maestro Cake. I believe we saw an Isabella by Vinard. Vinard's not holding anything back. Wants to go with pure brute force. And there it manages to work against Ilxuss's... Well, I shouldn't say Ilxuss, it's more Gideon's flimsy guard. It's not Ilxuss's fault. And there's a double. Now Ilxuss needs to figure something out here. Alright, he again goes for the counterattack, but the problem is, when he does so, he gets hit by a third attack. So I think Ilxuss needs to be a bit more patient here. Well, that was a cool exchange, but Vinard gets it. That was a downward slash by Vinard, just kills Ilxuss straight up. I think Ilxuss was actually going for a cut. He was caught just at the beginning of his animation, so he had absolutely no hope of blocking that once that happened. Yeah, I agree. And I think it's like I was saying earlier, he's a bit afraid to engage Isabella. Yeah, you're right. And there's a double. And sometimes equally he's not getting the timing right and it's just ending up as a double or a trade. Okay, Vinard's just going for downward swings. Ilxuss backs away. Stab attempt by Ilxuss, he whiffs on the cut punish. And that stance change, I think, completely lowered his guard. Alright, Vinard's just throwing cuts, and then there's a stab. Ilxuss whiffs on that stab, that's unfortunate. That's the problem with that stab, is it leaves you wide open. It's good for hitting the face, but it doesn't do a whole lot to defend your head. It is a good stab though, don't get me wrong. But against Isabella, I don't know if it's the best move. Okay, Ilxuss for a kill, at least he has a flag. Maybe he's been buffed though by being this low in points, we'll see. You never know, Ilxuss is a very good player.
Okay, that was well done, following it up.
Yeah, exactly. Vinard is just throwing cut after cut. No defense, just kill the opponent. Yeah, I see what he's trying to do for sure. And there's the charge, and yeah, I mean, Maestro brings up a